Harrison Briggs is someone I've been asked to look back on and see what he's up to now. There's a lot to talk about ever since my previous video on him. If you want to have a better understanding of what exactly we're going to talk about here, go check out my previous video on him. Every time I do a video on troubled online figures, I usually don't anticipate making a follow-up video if I'm being perfectly honest. Then of course, something happens. For just about Harrison Briggs' entire online history, he went relatively unnoticed, which was very surprising to me considering how many videos of his are out there. He doesn't primarily just upload to YouTube now, he also frequents TikTok. It's much easier to gain traction on TikTok compared to YouTube, but suddenly, an interest in Harrison really spiked. On February 18th, 2021, Harrison uploaded a video to YouTube titled, "Notice the green dot going across my forehead."
I would love to know who is invisible to me and touching me.
I first saw the video when using that YouTube Shorts feature on my phone. I imagine many others found it the same way as well. When I first saw it, I looked at the views, and I was pretty shocked. I did not expect Harrison to get 3.5 million views on a very brief video with little to no context. In the video, Harrison is seen roaming a parking lot in Sunrise, Florida, demanding answers to who is invisible to him and touching him. I'm not going to go too much into detail with it since it's not too much to talk about involving it, other than the fact that it went viral. But this means Harrison has gained thousands of new regular followers. Maybe finally all of this attention can lead him to get some real help. I don't personally see that happening, but you never know.
Now, get ready.
Ever since I made my previous video, Harrison has coined a new and now notorious phrase. I'm sure you know if you've been watching his videos. That phrase is mud you know, or just mud. I'd say about 75% of his videos are titled something involving mud. What does it even mean? Why does he keep saying it? Because in some of the videos that are titled Mud You Know, or just whatever posts he makes that involve the term mud, sometimes he doesn't even discuss it in the video itself. That's just sometimes is a title he uses by default. So I had to really go back and do some serious digging to when he first started using this phrase, because I know for a fact he started using it probably right after I uploaded my initial video about him. This right here is one of, and if not, the earliest video I could find of Harrison talking about mud.
Mud, are you a 1%er? And I think that 1%er means immortal. Are you a 1%er who laughs at everyone with a badge who thinks to themselves, now I know how to snatch bodies and live forever because you know they're gonna end up losing? Mud, you'll never even do a 5-minute website that saves me. Shit, you'll go on national television, non-fucking stop and never do a thing to save me. Never. There aren't a lot of people in this world, there are even fewer who know what they're doing. There are not a lot of people that know what's happening to me. People getting switched. So I guess you're really in the Secret Service, Mud. And one of your goals is to enslave 99% of the CIA and their kids. You're a psychopath, you want to do that to everyone. But this has been happening to me my whole life. I'm 48. So my guess is, and it's probably 99% accurate, you came at me when I was a kid, 4 years old, thinking to yourself, I'm going to take over the whole fucking world through Harrison and his family. Am I right? Am I right? And your definition of taking over the whole world is everyone fucking suffers but yourself.
Let's get to the most important question. Who or what is Mud? Harrison is often vague when discussing this, so I took it upon myself to do my own research. As I did a little more digging, I realized Mud is an actual person. If I'm correct, Harrison constantly claims that this is the man following him and abusing him. Philip Mudd. He is a well-known member of the intelligence community and was the ex-director of the CIA's Counterterrorism Center. He often appears on CNN as a counterterrorism analyst, essentially a mouthpiece for the American regime. But to Harrison, it's much more personal. Mudd and the other agents that allegedly harass Harrison have superhuman abilities that I talked about in my other video. They can go invisible, switch bodies, and the ability to torment Harrison without any repercussions whatsoever. I have a few more videos to show you of Harrison not only talking about Mudd, but the whole CIA universe that Harrison claims is targeting him. Briggs often speaks of former FBI Director Robert Mueller in his videos as well. This he has done for quite some time. Harrison often speaks on the many school shootings that have occurred over the past few decades. Those are the topics that we're gonna focus on.
Mud, do you have a daughter? And if so, is I her training dummy? Mud, have you been torturing me for decades? I stayed in this room last night. Mueller, it's your fault that you cut off the black agent's balls.
I should be the only person in here. Oh, there's a drawing of a person on the wall. I asked my father who that person is. He said it's no one in particular. My gut instinct tells me it is somebody probably up to no good. I wonder what aging just 45 more minutes is doing now. Has he been does he have kids, and does he have a daughter, and was I his daughter's training dummy, and has he been taking his kids on these great family vacations while I was getting raped and tortured along with other people, and 17 kids never got the chance to graduate from high school? 8 kids never got the chance to graduate from high school?
Mueller, how much does a congressman have to pay you and your agents to stop hypnotizing him? Or her, as in the case of Debbie Wasserman Schultz. How much would they have to pay you and your agents to have stopped Parkland? Mueller, if it were up to me and your other victims, and it should be, you would have been behind bars years ago. Well, no one talks my conscience, but I think that they fucked up a lot yesterday when 2:10, 2:15 in the morning now. I was in Manhattan briefly. They fucked up there. I was at Denny's, Interstate 80 in Pennsylvania yesterday. They fucked up there too. Oh, Mueller, who the fuck have you been negotiating with? 49 years? Is that how long? Who? Every fucking day? The negotiation was over fucking 50 years ago with my grandpa. I don't think anyone fucking negotiates with you. Big fucking lie, kind of like when Mudd says shit like, I want to save Harrison and South Beach in front of everyone. That way we know it gets done. Mudd, I think that you're trying to enslave 99% of the CIA and their kids. That's what it sounds like to me. Where am I? I'm sure the NSA knows.
From what I gathered, Harrison doesn't see the entire CIA as completely corrupt yet, but believes agents like Mudd are hoping to essentially plague the entire CIA and all of the agents to get them to commit to these generation-long operations of harassment and abuse. He often brings up about Mueller and how he has let this go on and essentially is allowing it. He often brings up about Mueller and how he lets this go on, almost as if Mueller is the one that could put a stop to all of this if he really wanted to. Because he states this has been going on since he mentioned his grandfather, ever since he was born. So Harrison believes this has been going on from the second he came into existence. But yeah, the Mueller part is a bit vague and it's kind of hard to understand, but that's what I get from it, and I'm pretty sure it's about right. As for the school shootings, Harrison states that these agents allow these massacres to occur, such as the Parkland shooting. It's something I hear him bring up here and there, and I've always found it kind of eerie. This leads me to my final words on Harrison for now: the future. What does the future hold for Briggs? Where do we go from here? As someone who has done much digging into his life and observing the events that continue to commence, I don't see things ending well. I don't like to sound negative, but I have to be honest. It would be a miracle if he made a total 180. I just don't see that happening, unfortunately. He's so deep into his delusions, I have no idea where I would even begin helping him if I was a part of his family. I've reached out to him, I've reached out to even his family for a simple statement even. It's difficult to get a hold of them and to get any insight from his family on the whole situation. I don't believe I expressed my concern for not just his well-being in my previous video, but for those who come into contact with him in real life. Harrison can definitely be aggressive if he's put into a confrontation for whatever reason that might be. I really hope he doesn't end up harming himself or anyone else who he think is like an agent on the street. I can totally see something like that happening, and I really hope it doesn't. We have some laughs about certain things that he says and he does. It can definitely be amusing, there's no doubt.
Mueller, it's your fault that you cut off the black Asian's balls.
At the end of the day, this is someone's kid who is very far gone. It's a tragic thing to witness even as a viewer. I feel for his family and I hope for the best. That is it for this follow-up on the one and only Harrison Briggs. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it answered some of your questions, especially for the new people coming around. Make sure to follow me on Twitter to keep up with what I'm doing. Subscribe to my Patreon for just $1 a month. I'm going to be uploading bonus content to there if you really enjoy my work and want more. Plus, you'll get a shout out at the end of every video when you do so. I think that's all I have to say, so if anything significant happens involving Harrison, of course I'll make a follow-up. As far as I'm concerned, I'm going to leave it here for now. If you have any recommendations for people you want to see videos on, feel free to leave it in the comments. Goodbye for now. Wipe a nigga nose, then call how you like this 40. Got it from a nigga named